So, so when you look at retailers specifically, Venky, one question that I've always had is they have tons of data, right? But typically, what you see of these retailers is they are pretty deal prone or prone or coupon prone, right? Uh, I see very rarely, what I call as personalization by recommendations of my lifestyle or what I bought with them. And so therefore, if I were to harvest this big data, there's a very different thinking that's needed rather than just actually creating door hangers kind of strategy, right? Which is, you just throw in something in as a door hanger as a coupon, and I walk into your store. Is that something that that thinking, is there any interesting example that you can share with us on a retailer trying to do something different, and which has had a severe lift in the way the retention, the average basket size, the average value has increased, and the engagement has increased? Is there any interesting example that you can share with us?
That's a great question. You're right. I think we are living in a retail world, for right or wrong, we've been habituated as consumers, right? To expect promotions, deals, and so on. And let's face it, consumers and shoppers have a budget. They want to maximize their value that they seek from that, right? They have favorite brands, they have second favorite brands, and so on. And if I can get my favorite Nike sneakers at a discount, why would I not want that? So let's not pretend that this is going to go away, right? You are going to have promotions and deals. That's one significant part of interesting people to come and buy more, especially in events times, holiday times, and so on, because you are trying to increase the volume of things bought, right? So that will go on. But what you raise is the most important point, is that, let's step away from those things, which we'll continue to do on a regular basis and well, but are there any other ways to identify the right offers or values for the customers, and then make these customers a lifetime customers for you, because they love to shop at your retail, because you are providing the best matched offerings for them, and increasingly they look out for you, right? So give you the best experience and so on, right? So you feel holistically satisfied. Now, what I can say is that there are lots of use cases. I can come up with some few examples, but the most promising right now is the role of AI and machine learning in trying to personalize the experience, right? Let's take ChatGPT, for example, right? Now, a lot of firms, since ChatGPT was introduced, or generative AI in general, have jumped into the bandwagon and tried to test a lot of offerings. It allows you to create a lot of offers and recommendations on the fly, because it's pretty fast, and creating the first draft may not be accurate, it may be fraught with errors and flaws, but it does help you to generate some ideas and predictions based on what they find, especially because it is multimodal. You can use images, text, and data. You can use people's reviews, what they say about you, what the images, and so on, to come up with a better personal experience or recommendation. So couple of firms that I know, Levi Strauss, for example, is using that to create jean styles and jean colors, and now that'll be more personally suitable for you, right? And so sometimes what happens is they have themselves tested it, and they have reported that they've experienced a 150% lift in sales in the initial testing phase. And these are just the tip of the iceberg examples. Mm-hmm. We'll see more of these examples come about. Lots of cosmetic retailers now using the concepts of virtual try-ins and mirrors, right? You can now give more ideas to people, right? Recently, we completed a study where we looked at the differences between inspirational offers versus deal-oriented offers, right? and we found remarkably by, we did through multiple methods, we did experiments, we did field experiments, we did lab experiments. We could show that if you come up with the right inspirational ideas, you get much better lifts for your offers than just deal oriented offers. But
In fact, I wanted to talk to you about that because I read that paper, and between inspirational, and deal oriented, work. Uh, so, uh, so can you talk to me a little bit about that? It was very interesting because something that what I saw there was in store, if you use inspirational communication versus deal oriented communication, you studied that, and there are some interesting findings. So how could me as a retailer differentiate between a deal oriented communication and inspirational communication? Can
sure,
you
yeah.
walk me through that?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. The retailers are leaving a lot of money on the table because they are not fully understanding and exploiting this. For example, retailers have a lot of avenues to reach customers, right? You, in a physical store, you have kiosks, you have checkout counters. There are so many message, shelf talkers. There are so many ways to communicate. And then using mobile devices. If you have the app, you can message people ahead before they come into the store, during the time of purchase, after purchase. There are so many ways to touch them. The thing that has been underexplored or underexploited by retailers is that retailers always want to get their offers, the promotional deals, right? Retailers get some promotions from the manufacturers, right? And so they decide to pass through some of the promotions. They decided to keep some of them and so on. This is their story. Every week they keep doing this, and this is the story of their life based on the past, right? But what they have missed out in the process is I could actually message you, Swami, knowing that, Swami, you like maybe, let's talk about categories like, cooking, right? If you're doing baking, rather than giving you a deal on one set of flour or one set of chocolate chips and so on, I can give you some inspirational ideas with all the ingredients and stuff like that, and help you to assemble very quickly. Now in a virtual basket, you can put it all together and deliver it. So it's almost if I can get a product for you that works better for you, that I save a lot of time for you. I save and give you a better experience, right? That's the inspiration that you're getting. Now let's take gardening, for example. You discover that you need some utensils, or you need some equipment, and you need some seeds, and you need some plants. All of these things, you're just looking for deals on each one of them, but somehow I inspire you and say, here are some garden ideas for you. Here are the ingredients. Here's how it is. And by the way, if you decide to buy it as this, you'll save a lot of time and money, right? As let's say you're going camping, so I give you an inspirational set of ideas rather than maybe an offer for a sleeping bag, which is all sold separately. So I can go on and on. So it's so many activities. If you think about shoppers, we engage in activities. We think in terms of activities, right? But retailers are siloed. They're thinking in terms of products, and most of the products are sold on deals. So it's incumbent on the shopper to really search for these deals and pick and choose the right ones and assemble them. But instead, if I made it easier, it gives you inspirations. Let's say vacation, right? So if I give you some ideas of vacation, and think of ChatGPT now, you can put things on ChatGPT and say, hey, you want to have a vacation, let's say in Bali, right? So you just type what will be an ideal vacation like that. So it can give you all that you want to do at different days and different things that you might require. And that could be another source of inspiration for you, right? So bottom line is, what we found is that when we tested it in the field, it gives much, much greater lift. And, in an inspirational condition, people many times end up buying products that are not on promotion because they fit into the inspiration, right? And so that's the thing that now it's more possible with the data, with the technology, and with the way that consumers or the new generations are shopping, you can do more of it now.